Hello you guys, welcome back to a new video. It's been a long time since I posted a YouTube video, and there's a good reason for that. If you guys remember the last video I posted, it was purely about how I hated my job, and I hated working overnight shifts, and I was quite literally miserable. Update, after a couple months, I actually did get onto day shift after that video, shortly after that video. Weeks later, my supervisor hit me up and he was like, alright, start at 5:45 a.m. on Sunday, and I was like, alright, here we go. I finally got onto the shift that I wanted. And then I got fired. I lost my job like 2 days ago. It came out of the blue. I was not expecting it, that's for sure. And I was really, I'll roll the clip. I'll show you guys. Remember that job that I hated? Yeah, well, they just fired me, so. This is a reminder to never, ever, ever give 100% of yourself in your job, because they're all fake. They're all fake. You take one wrong step, you make one mistake, and it's over. Yeah, I was not happy. I am back at home now. It has been, I don't know, like an hour. This shit feels like so frying, dude. Like, I don't even know how to explain it besides like mentally frying. It doesn't feel real. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to get up again for work in the morning, but I can't anymore, and like, I'm trying to like not cry anymore, but like, I cannot. Every time I try not to, I cry even more, so. God has a plan for everyone. For everything. And maybe it's just not in my plan anymore to work at this place, you know? So. Here we are. Back in my home, my humble abode. I have not left my house for the last 3 days because I've been nonstop applying. I've been cleaning my place and trying not to fall into a slump because I have very much wanted to just give up on everything. Then I'm like, no, that's not my mentality that I'm gonna stick with. So here we are. I've been trying to get myself to make more videos anyway, and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough time. I got all the time in the world now, so I'm trying to look on the bright side and still live life, even though it's hard right now. I am going to hop onto my laptop and start applying around again. I guess I'll show you guys my little setup, because yesterday I spent all my time in my living room downstairs. I didn't have the TV on or anything. I was just straight up locked in. Like, I just had my laptop going. I was like, I gotta get a job, I gotta get a job. I can't do anything until I get a job. And if you're unemployed and you're looking for a job, you know how that feels. You gotta remember, you are a human and you're allowed to give yourself time. You're allowed to breathe. You guys haven't been in this place yet because I moved since then too. So I kind of want to take you on a little tour of the area that I'm gonna be hanging out in today. This is my loft. This is my little workstation. I got some pens, my glasses, water, coffee, and a little jazz cat playing from YouTube right now. And then I have my laptop, obviously. And then over here, I figured I would want some good ambiance. So I got my window open. I got my record player playing from the YouTube video. It's playing some smooth jazz right now. And then I have my little fan going. And this is kind of like our setup. I have to get to work. I'm hanging out with my Squishmallows on my couch today. Very comfy and cozy. We have a good aesthetic going on right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling very relaxed, which is good because I was feeling very anxious for like the last 2 days. Good morning! I am about to go do another interview. It is a week later and I am killing it, bro. I'm killing it out here in the fields. I really thought like that it was gonna be hard for me to get a new job, at least get a new interview, like get interviews. But so far I have gotten like 3 or 4 interviews locked down. So it's been great. It's been actually terrific. I'm definitely still terrified because I don't have a job yet, but I'm feeling a lot better. I look like I might teach a yoga studio or something though. Like the hair, I don't know. My bangs just like were not cooperating with me, so I was like, okay, you're going up today because I can't do this. But We got business. Here, I'll show you the fit. We got business on top and party on the bottom, baby. Because this is an online interview. Thank God. It is 9:31. My interview starts at 10. I'm debating if I want to use my PC and my camera for the interview or if I want to use my MacBook, because yesterday I used my MacBook but I had terrible internet and the reception was awful, and the main guy that like interviewed me didn't even keep his camera on, so I was the only one with the camera on and it felt really awkward. And then I can have like the interview pulled up on one screen and then like questions that I have to ask or something on the other. I don't know. I had my questions on my phone yesterday. I had them on my phone. And so obviously I'm like halfway through the interview, I'm like, you know, and I made it to the next one, but still, like, they're probably like, dude, she's just a freaking screenager, that's all she is. If I use this one, my little webcam, this is my background. Guys, I can't use that for an interview, are you kidding me? There's a bunch of asses on the wall. That whole background was made for the intent of like, okay, what if I start streaming or something one day? I'm a little nervous for this interview because this one is it might be a little bit more technological based, and this type of job, like, I've been in this field, but it's definitely a different side of the field, if that makes any sense. Like, it's a whole different ball game. The camera's not terrible, guys. Okay, this is what we're working with. Oh, this is giving like so streamer. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I have an idea. So I'm thinking I could use my ring light and just bring it over to this side of my desk. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Okay, I can work with that. Why can't I hear this? Guys, I can't use my PC for this. I'm gonna have to use my freaking MacBook because I can't get my microphones to work. I have everything that I need as far as like my camera, my lighting, everything looks good. But the audio is gonna be awful. And I can't use my phone audio either. Hang on. Okay guys, I've set up my area. I have like 10 minutes before my interview starts. I'm so nervous. Show you my little setup. Also, I'm literally quaking in my boots. One of the managers from a coffee shop that I've been dying to work at just got back to me and wants to set up an interview. So, dude, if I get this other job, it's a condensed schedule just like my job before. So I could have 2 jobs, which I know sounds insane. Like, why am I celebrating about that? But if my part-time job was at a coffee shop, you bet your ass I would be astounded. Okay? Anyways, also this curl is like not working for me right now. Anyways, we're just gonna ignore that. This is a setup. I'm yapping right now. So I have my MacBook right here. This is what I'm gonna do the interview off of. I have my computer, my first monitor has a bunch of ChatGPT like replies to some of the base questions if I get lost or anything. And then over there I just have my like email invite to the meeting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This could be where it all comes together. Like, I'm genuinely, I can't. Dude, okay, I know I have an interview on Friday, but I could probably change that time. If I do get this job, it's gonna be really far from my house. So, I don't know, we'll see. Yes. This would be like 20 minutes away from my house too if I got this job. I probably look a whole mess, but it's fine. Let's do it. Okay, I think I'm talking to more than one person today. This is what we're working with right now. Yay. It's not looking too bad, so pray for me. By the time I get back to you guys, it'll be done. The interview will be done, and we'll see what happens. I'm so freaking nervous. I have like 5 minutes. Okay, I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. Wish me freaking luck. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I did it. I did the second interview. Yay! So I just finished the second interview. I think it went very, very, very well. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think it went pretty well. The only thing we didn't get to talk about was salary, so that is the one thing that I would assume would come to me if I got an offer letter. But overall, like, that was pretty good. They're super nice. They were so nice to me, and they asked all the right questions, and I was able to answer them pretty good, I think. So oh, I'm so excited. Also, I signed up to do that interview with the coffee shop. So, dude, that would be so crazy if I just go and get 2 jobs at once right now. You gotta do what you gotta do, am I right? They said they'd get back to me within like the next 24 hours. They're moving kind of fast, so I'm so excited, but I'm also really nervous. I have put a lot of myself into this interview process, and I've kind of been putting off everything to the side a little bit, so praying that I get this opportunity. So the only thing that I do have to say though is that they said that the position would be mainly at the location that is furthest from me, of course. So we'll see how that gets handled later on down the line and what they'll say. I have like goosebumps, dude. I have literal goosebumps right now. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day yet, but I have had a couple other interviews scheduled that I gotta move around. I think I did so much better than I did yesterday. I'm so excited. I think I gave them all the right answers. I pray that I gave them all the right answers. I didn't really have to use my ChatGPT cheat sheet, so that was cool. I would feel like such a lucky human if I get this job, because like I've only been unemployed for a week. Like not even a full like week, dude. Like I literally, it's so hard now to get a job. I think it's like so hard for people to find a good place to work. And so if I do get these opportunities, I genuinely would feel like the luckiest person in the world, because like that's God right there, because I was so scared, like so scared. I'm still a little scared, honestly. I've applied to over 100 places at this point. And you know, I've only heard back from maybe 4 or 5 companies, and so it's hard. It's really, really hard out there. So if you have a job right now, just be grateful. And I've always said this about my old job too, as much as it drove me nuts and, you know, I was miserable a lot, I was still just lucky to just have a job, and I'm lucky to be able to support myself and have a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in. And you know, I just think that if this works out, it would be truly a blessing from the Lord, dude. I feel so awkward asking companies about like their pay and how that works, because I just don't want it to be like, okay, well, I'm only in it if you have good money, you know? So I didn't say anything, but we'll see what happens. So this is just the end of this journey right now for this video. I've already made a pretty freaking long video, but all I want to say, I want to be a source of having hope, you know? Like this is, it's truly a miracle when you can go from losing something that was your whole life to building something that could be your new life, you know? And yeah, I'm still grieving. I'm still really upset about my last job. I think there could have been some good opportunities there for me that were lost because, you know, like I mess up and other people do as well. And I understand that losing my job was not entirely their fault. It wasn't something that happened for no reason. But yeah, I am still upset about it. I miss my coworkers so much, even though they drove me absolutely insane. I just miss that environment, and I miss, I guess, being comfortable. I was very comfortable in that position, but that also led me to think that I was not going to get anywhere else, because once I get comfortable somewhere, I have a hard time breaking away from it, and that's even if I know that I'm not going anywhere. And so I just want to say that if you're in a similar position to me, you're taking care of things, you're holding down the fort, and you don't have a job, or you're not making enough money, there is so many opportunities out there. Just keep moving, keep branching out, and keep doing what you can, because life is hard and it doesn't get any easier. And I think that just finding hope and having faith is truly what will get you through in the end. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope in the next one I can update you guys and we'll see what happens. But I really appreciate you watching this, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week or weekend whenever you do happen to be seeing this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Bye!